Welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jeff.
And we just watched an episode of The Real Housewives of Miami.
Yes.
So in reality, we watched it last night.
We did.
I got back from Vegas the other day, and I've just been, I had too much fun.
We had a lot of Vegas.
Had too much Vegas. 3 nights in Vegas. Too much nights in Vegas.
Also in August and like
a lot of pool time, yeah. I went and had 2 pool parties. It was a lot of sun. But I'm back. I'm feeling semi-normal, or as normal as I ever did. And we're still experiencing mic issues.
Yeah. So it's one mic and no turntables.
Oh, good callback there.
Yeah.
So we only need 1 mic though. And then 2 turntables.
Yeah, 2 turntables and a microphone. So I'm saying we don't have any.
What if we get 2 microphones and a turntable? Just 1 turntable.
What do we use the turntable for? We have our record player.
We would just...
We have a record player.
Oh, we do? All right. Yes. So we're all set. We have 2 mics and a turntable. Not that we need it for anything.
Yeah. I got super into records during the pandemic. About a lot of records.
I think everyone did.
About records?
I think it was a pretty common thing. Like a lot of people, I'm at home. I can enjoy these things that I've always meant to enjoy. Not that you were at home any more than you are now.
No.
You were an essential worker.
I was. But I never listened to them anymore, but they're just like, they're there if I wanted to. We had a party. We're like, let's put on the Pretty Woman soundtrack.
We could do it.
I want to hear the King of Wishful Thinking.
That's the other thing is that they're up here in the deathly hot
I hope
loft.
They're not. I should check on them.
Oh, they're fine. If the alcohol hasn't boiled yet from the wet bar, then I think,
But they're also like right by the window, so they could be like getting a lot of sun.
We should look into that. That'd be bad.
I don't know.
Think about that.
I spent some money on that. Anywho, Miami.
Yeah, definitely a filler episode.
You're just saying that because TT said it.
I
don't think it was filler. I think it was like trying to get to the trip of it all. So,
right.
Which can be, I think before and after the trip, there's episodes that fall there can be filler before you get to like the big action. But I feel like they were trying to resolve things, and some things were resolved and some, for now, but then others were, whatever. Where did it start?
Did it start with Julia and everyone going to dinner?
No, it was Julia and Marysol, and they were talking about
Adriana.
Yes, being mean to Marysol and calling her an old whore with her wrinkly knees.
Yes. And did they get into the body shaming? Did Marysol bring up body shaming?
She did. I think she did. Yeah.
So I mean, my thought on that is that I don't know. Like, it's not. It is body shaming in a sense, but the way that Adriana brought it all up was that she was saying, like, you've gotten all the other work done. Like, you've done so much plastic surgery and so many procedures on yourself. Why stop there? Like, so, I mean, yes, it's completely a catty remark and definitely, meant to make her feel bad. But it's not like she was just picking some insecurity out of thin air and, like, ragging on her about it. It was like...
I think also I read that Marysol might have mentioned something about her knees last season, perhaps, and getting work done on them. And then, but yes, I think, maybe Adriana should have stopped at old whore.
Well, I mean, that seems like, now that's slut shaming. And age shaming. No, but honestly, I don't feel like, again, if I was sitting in here, like, getting every plastic surgery done under the sun, and and I didn't do my elbows, I mean, that would be like, well, you've had everything else done. Why don't you get those done too? So, I think it's a completely reasonable place to go if I want to go ahead and be, petty and mean about it. So that's what I say.
Oh, there you go.
And really what a lot of these ladies need to be working on is their arms. I mean, some of their scenes with the arms.
But we're not
showing their age.
We're not Adriana. We're not going to body shame you.
No.
You have the right to bare arms.
Yeah.
Yes.
And wrinkly arms. I always forget we can't stare at each other during this. We got to remember we have a camera over there.
I know. I forget about the camera.
Yeah. And
I'm always looking at the laptop when I should be looking at the camera.
You really should be.
Yeah.
Our last single mic podcast, I ended up looking at you the whole time, and then you could just see my fat old man neck. So I'm not alone in this body shaming. I'm doing it to myself.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm gonna have faith the microphone's working.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's kind of out of order, but the other dinner thing meal with Julia was when she and Martina met with
Masood and Stephanie.
Yes, I always forget his name. Masood. Got it. And because Masood is strangely into Martina and like wanted to talk about her arms and how great they were, and she was a big tennis champ, and it was like, it was very weird. He's like, so Martina, are you going to teach your boys how to play tennis? Are you going to coach them? And it was just very.
I think that's a generational thing. I mean, I think he's of a similar age to Martina.
Yes.
I've definitely of the generation where, like, he remembers Martina Navratilova as being one of tennis's greats. Whereas, like, we heard about her growing up, but like we weren't at the time where we were like, yeah, watch her play tennis. Like, she's no Serena and no, Venus. You know?
But were we actually watching? Were you watching tennis like at that? In the 80s?
No, I wasn't.
No, we were too young. Yeah,
we knew.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew the people the players. Like, we knew John McEnroe and all the, and Steffi Graf. We knew the names, but we didn't like watch it to be like, wow, they're truly gifted.
Pete Sampras.
See, you know all the names, but like now, like, I mean, I think we were of an age where we would watch Venus and Serena and be like, wow, they really can go. And
also their backstory too.
Right. I'm trying to think. There's the other guy who. Roger Federer?
Federer.
Yeah. And then, was he the guy who kept angry all the time? And one of the...
No, but Federer is like current.
Current, okay, yeah.
There's McEnroe who would like get angry.
McEnroe would get angry, but there's another guy, like kind of a blonde guy who would get angry all the time, like post McEnroe. But anyway, I'm just saying, like, I think Masood was definitely of the age where he was like knew and watched and like maybe even kept tabs on like who the great tennis players were,
Right, he was really into tennis,
Yeah. So
I think the big thing that came up from this dinner was that Martina and Julia are on the outs with their daughters because of the adoption of the two young boys.
Right. Apparently they didn't tell them,
which is really weird. Not that you needed to get permission from them, but you're bringing someone into your family. They're going to be their new siblings, and you wouldn't say something, maybe because they knew that they would have an objection to it.
Could be.
Probably, and not age shaming, but I think it's just natural based on their age. And also, too, their current health issue. Well, more so with Martina, just surviving cancer. It does seem, like, a bit of a jump to adopt very young children.
Yeah, you're taking on a lot.
Yes, at an advanced age. And that's, again, that's just truth.
It wasn't, I thought also, like, maybe the girls don't want to split their inheritance.
Oh, my God. He took it to a bad place.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I think it's more so a weird place. I don't know their girls. I think they've been on the show back when it first started, this new iteration I was hearing. But I think it's more so just weird that your mothers wouldn't tell you you're adopting children.
Yeah, no,
that's freaking weird.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. But and they talk about Spain and those whole like, oh, we're going to invite you to Spain, as if you're not a contract character.
Yeah. Yeah, as though I'm not obliged to invite you to Spain.
Yeah.
Where, before they did all that, though, who else was on the show? I mean, what else did Stephanie do? She just updated them about Spain and...
she talked about her twin sisters, how they don't talk.
Yeah, by the way, you and your daughters are estranged? Maybe my sisters are estranged.
Like,
yeah.
Checkmate.
No. I compare.
Yes.
And then she started talking about, well, I'm going to take my private jet.
Well, we'll get to that with the prep party.
But she did bring that up, though, at the dinner with Julia.
Yes.
She's like, oh, okay.
Oh, because you should come on my jet. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Whatever. I heard or I read like in the comments on Reddit that like they had to sell the jet recently.
Oh, really?
I think there's to pay for that house.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's for sure. I'm sure they'll be asked about that at the reunion. Boop, boop, boop. No, the other thing, Guerdy met with Dr. Jackie on a weird like video call.
Zoom call, yeah.
That was odd.
I don't feel like Dr. Jackie said anything. Like she said like lots of affirmations and a lot of like flowery language
and positive things about Guerdy and how great she is. And Guerdy was like reluctant to take the compliment and
But I feel like anyone could have done that. I didn't need Doctor to do that. Like
I think she's been where Guerdy's been, having survived breast cancer twice. Okay. So I think that was the whole point of it, just like the positive. And also because Guerdy isn't getting these positive affirmations from her friend group. So she had to seek it elsewhere from another Bravo celebrity.
Can we do that all the time now whenever we mention friend group? Just be like their friend
group.
Not just on Miami, on all.
Whenever they say that's like, you mean your not employer, your
What's the word?
Co-worker.
Yeah, your coworker.
Worker.
Not friend group.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's true. I mean, I can see it. It just seemed like it was a weird filler scene.
Mhm.
Like, oh, I'm gonna get Dr. Jackie on here, and then I'll be sure to have a scene. You know what I mean? Just didn't seem like it served a purpose other than to.
But again, she's not getting that from anybody. I think like maybe Adriana or like Lisa, but the others are just like, you know.
True.
Yeah. It's like, so yeah, we get to the prep party and they're still, well, not even before the prep party, Julia, I can't remember who said, I think Julia told Marysol, or that someone told Marysol that they heard that Guerdy called Marysol and Alexia cult.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. And of course, Alexia's like, I don't like that. And it's like, but it's true.
Yeah. Like, you are kind of culty in that you stick together and that, like, you just believe whatever is being said to you about whatever you're being told.
And she probably was thinking of it as Julia's been drinking the Kool-Aid, that kind of reference.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's not a clique. It is like, this is our group. We started Miami way back in the day, and like there should be some like reverence, like we're the cool girls, and it is like they are freakishly like bonded.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah.
So, and they're
I think you're right with drinking the Kool-Aid. That's probably what made her think about
oh my
that.
God, Julia like gulps down the Kool-Aid. She's like, give me more, please, mistress.
So the prep party, I think, was a good theme. It's one we haven't seen before.
Right.
It's cute. I think that now we're going to see them everywhere. Like, not just on Miami, but we'll see them, out in the ether in other Housewives as well.
Sutton kind of did like a tennis lunch. Remember that with like Garcelle?
Yeah.
But it was only like Garcelle and Kyle.
Yeah. But she didn't have like a, getting your best 80s, prep school.
Right. Which they all kind of like. I like when like what's her name? Lisa was like, "Oh, I'm doing Clueless." And I'm like, that's not really prep.
I mean, it's prep-ish.
Prep-ish is more.
Yeah, I mean
it's more 80s.
Yeah,
it's more
definitely more 80s, and just it's the sweaters and it's more tennis. You're right. It's tennis, not far from tennis.
It's like the in the 80s movies, they would be the asshole people who would like haze the underdogs in the movie.
Yes.
They drive a Beamer and have a pop collar, and
it'd be Blaine from 16 Candles. Wasn't that 16 Candles?
What? No.
Or what's
Pretty
the other
in
one?
Pink.
Pretty in Pink.
Yes, but it was Blaine. Yeah.
Blaine. His name is Blaine.
They're like an appliance.
Yeah. I never all those John Hughes movies. I know that they're on all the time, but like Pretty in Pink and 16 Candles, I never really watched. Like
all the way through.
Yeah, I'd watch parts of them, but I never really. Like from start to finish. Now, Breakfast Club, on the other hand, of course,
I've seen that so many times.
Yeah. And I think of all the Molly Ringwald movies, that's probably the only one that I watch start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watch She's Having a Baby. No,
we ran across that the other day on TV.
Right.
Yeah.
We're like, what the hell's this doing on?
Right. It's up there with Betsy's Wedding.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Alan Alda.
So did Lisa and Larsa have anything to do?
No, not very much. And then Guerdy and Julia like made up for now. And then Stephanie and Alexia had. So I didn't quite get this. I wasn't paying attention, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But the idea was Stephanie can take, it's like a math problem. You can only take 4 housewives on your PJ.
Oh, right.
So of course it's Stephanie. Of course it's Larsa, the person who brought her into this. Julia, her new little friend. And he had one more spot. So she was like, do you want to take in Marysol? Marysol's like, I can't go without Alexia. And Alexia's like, I can't go without Marysol. And they cried about it. And it was weird. You're a cult. And so then, Stephanie's like, well, that's stupid. You're going to fly commercial just because you're a friend. And that's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they'd rather do.
And then
also, Stephanie being someone who's like, I don't want people to like me because of my private jet. She seems like she's really trying to get people to like her because of her private jet.
Yeah, she like scolded Lisa for being like, oh, you're like talking about my money. It's like, but you talk about your money all the time.
Yeah, like I mean, I guess there's one thing about other people being thirsty and then yourself being thirsty to,
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think that's a little, two-faced.
Yeah, like even like Erica had all of her money, she would go on the private jet. She would bring them on the private jet, but she wasn't like dropping it like every single scene,
Right.
every confessional.
It wasn't like it wasn't using it to bait or like curry favor.
Right.
So also Erica would have brought everyone on the private jet.
Yeah. But they made a good point on 2Ts. You can't have everyone and the production crew.
Yeah.
So, no, I was going to say, never did it occur to Stephanie to invite Guerdy onto the private jet. Like, she didn't like look Guerdy's way. It was everybody else. And then she's like, well, I'll sit on Adriana, because Kiki was like, well, let me take you out. I'll take myself out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Adriana should do it. And Guerdy was like, I'm just going to sit here quietly.
Well, it could be because Julia was already on the plane.
Oh, right.
But also, I mean, she's clearly trying to win Alexia's favor. So she's clearly trying to like get in besties with Alexia and Marysol. And that's
Julia?
No, Stephanie.
No.
I mean, she's still trying to redeem herself and try.
I think she is. I
really?
think she could like give a crap less about Alexia. And probably was still like holding on to the fact that Alexia flipped out on her for using a nickname that she invented.
Yeah.
And that stuffed Rottweiler in the scene.
Yeah, props are unnecessary. I mean, don't bring them to the reunion. And really, if you're going to bring them...
Karen with the clown mask in her confessional last season.
I think it works with when Karen does it because she's old. I'm going to say, no, because it's like your Nana, like your grandma came in and...
Not your Nana.
No.
She's not a grandma yet.
But I mean, she's old enough to be one. I'm just saying. And she's also, all her metaphors are out of like touch and they don't make any sense.
Well, that's just like Karen not making sense. It's not because she's older.
I think it...
Oh my gosh. I do not co-sign this ageism
all right.
from the right of me.
All right. But no, I mean, I just feel like props work for her because you're like, oh, that's cute, But like Stephanie trying to be all badass, you're like, that's not cute. Don't do that.
She's weird. I was saying she reminds me a bit, but I like her way more. She reminds me of Jen Aiden.
Oh, yeah.
Just like the haughtiness, the I'm a bad bitch.
Haughtiness. Haughty.
Yes.
Not that she's haughty. Haughtiness.
Haughtiness.
So, no,
like a lot of ego in that little lady with her Patty Duke flip, which she did again. Girl, like...
She's got a look that works for her and she keeps it.
I mean, she's about to like bust out the theme song. Hot dog makes her lose control. I just can't.
Sure it does.
Yeah. What else happened?
I don't remember. I was also very tired, as you recall. I forgot.
Kiki had nothing to do. Adriana and Marysol made up.
Yeah. That was nice. And
apologized.
Adriana was like, I was a little out of control, even though I was right.
Right. Adriana took her dog to the...
Oh, that whole thing.
That was gross. I didn't need to see it. Like, I would never think... First of all, I feel like every pet I've gotten was already spayed or neutered.
Well, that's because you didn't buy it.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. If you bought it, then, you would have the option.
Yeah. So, but the idea of like, let's have one last humping hurrah, before I get him neutered, it was just weird.
I don't know if it's weird because she's thinking of her dog as a sexual animal. Like, to me, that's where the weirdness starts with me. Is like, I don't look at my cat and be like, I bet that cat wants to fuck, Like, that's just really weird. So for her to be like, my dog needs to get laid, I'm just like,
it's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird.
And I would have been all right with it if they were like, oh, well, this is like a dog like breeding
situation. That's what I kind of thought it was.
And that we've already paired them, and they gave us some backstory of like, oh, we've already paired these two up. We're gonna try and breed. And we're gonna try and do it.
The litter.
Yeah, exactly. But again, I don't even know if maybe breeding animals works that way still. Like maybe they just go ahead and like IVF that thing these days, or IUI or something. I don't know.
I feel like it's way more professional than just like a roll in the artificial grass.
Yeah, while you're wearing your horrible Louis Vuitton sweater or whatever the hell that was.
She was like decked out in Burberry and like a gold chain and like a Gucci fanny pack. It was weird.
I mean, at least get him naked first if you're gonna be getting that dog out there.
Well, his parts were exposed.
I
were
know.
Doing the whatever.
Yeah, there's just something also about watching animals do that. It's like, because even you were like, it doesn't seem there was consent to do that, because the female dog just didn't seem like she was into it.
She was like
kept running away from him.
Yeah.
But they do say that dog sex can be violent in that way.
I know. Well, let's not talk about that anymore. Okay. Let's get off that.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really, really, really fucking weird.
The extent of her like that, and like I'm going to Harvard, and then like making fun of her. look, are you going to Harvard? No, she is.
Right.
Whether it's online, whether it's in person, she's getting a master's. It's not like she's like taking like a little auditing a little theater class or some shit. Not that that's shit, but like she's doing a master's.
She's not down at the community college.
Right. She's doing a master's in psychology at Harvard. I don't think you can like just buy your way into that. Like it's a master's. It's not like an undergrad or like I'm going to take a one little credit class, you know? I feel like you had to have like applied and, you know, she's been doing this for 2 years.
Yeah.
I just don't think the others got the concept because
I mean, unless there's some sort of like University of Phoenix at Harvard, you know, sort of situation. I think you're
right at Harvard.
Yeah, exactly. What was the Fashion Institute for Technology at Harvard? But no, I, you know, unless that exists, she definitely, you know, she's working. Her degree will say Harvard University.
Yeah, she's going to graduate from Harvard with a master's.
Yes.
So something, you know, my best friend's done. So.
That is something, though, that I do wonder, like, at some point, like, if you already have other degrees, aren't they just like, fine, have another one? Like, okay, go ahead, you know.
Actually, take that back. She got a PhD from Harvard. Yes.
Should we be calling her doctor? I mean, we should. Let's ask her next time.
I'm going to ask her next time. Yeah.
Because we don't know
I
that
think she's a PhD. I should know these things.
You should know these things.
Yeah.
So, well, you know, I don't have a degree at all. I have a degree of awesomeness. So, yeah, it's, if I were to get a degree right now, it'd be from some place like University of Phoenix. So, you know, don't make fun of me for that, but it'd be fine. You know, I'd like to have a little degree.
Have you ever thought about like doing that?
Yeah, I looked into it. It involves money and time, and I like spending both of those things in different ways right now.
Right.
Also, working at the same place for 25 years. I mean, unless I'm really, really ready to make a change.
It's like how my dad was always like, oh, or still does say, you know, you're not thinking about going back to school. Have you thought about that? Like law school? Like he's always thinking about law school. And I'm like, I'm 45 going on 46 this month. No.
Yeah.
But sometimes this crosses my mind, like, what if I should have done that? But when I was doing undergrad, law was never in my mind. It was, you know, I graduated something else. But now I'm like, but the thing is, like, I'm interested in law because I think it's interesting from an outside point of view and like casually like reading an article or watching a documentary, but to like be in it, it's not that exciting.
No.
You know, and not necessarily that lucrative to everybody. And also, you know, paying off a lot of debt by going to law school and all the things.
Right.
So,
well, you know,
incurring a lot of debt, I should say.
I mean, I thought about your situation and your dad always recommending that because Lamar, he changed jobs numerous times.
Oh, right.
I don't know if you remember that from his, you know, rest in peace.
Right.
But like, you know, he was a journalist for a while and then he ended up, you know, opening a law firm to help because he saw like a need.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And he changed jobs often, you know.
And he wasn't like you know, it was middle age.
Yeah. I mean, when he became an attorney. So, I mean, I think that's definitely something that can happen. But, you know, and I guess in Adriana's case, she just wants to be, you know, I guess a therapist. Is that what?
I guess that's what you could do with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So could you imagine? Oh my God. No, I mean, I just couldn't imagine going to a housewife. You know, you just show up to your therapy appointment and it ends up being
Adriana.
I
would let her be my therapist. I think she would be. I think they turn it on and turn it off.
Oh, for sure.
You know, and so this is a job, and that would be a job, and so none of the two shall meet. So she's not gonna be like, "I'm crazy, Adriana, you're a therapist." She'd be like, "Let's talk about your deep-seated issues."
I mean, if I showed up to my Reiki healing and Phaedra was there, that would be also weird.
Phaedra would be Phaedra doing a Reiki healing. It's like, ooh, we got a Reiki today.
Does that do any of the other? I guess a lot of the New York housewives, the most recent ones, they had like, you know.
Well, who else is
real jobs?
Well, Phaedra's a lawyer too.
Right.
And like somebody else is a lawyer. I can't think of right now.
Emily.
Yeah. So, yeah.
They're out there. But yeah, I just couldn't. Lawyers are one thing because I'm like, oh, I need your help. And like, oh, I know what I'm doing, you know. But like, I think it's the empathy side of things. So in a therapy situation where you go there and you kind of expect empathy and, you know, a neutral position, it's just something we don't really see very often from housewives.
And you know what? When you think about it, Adriana was way more qualified than that quack Instagram dude to say who and who was not a narcissist.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So
I think if we had known that she was going for her master's in psychology, if we went back and watched that episode, is Adriana just being like, oh, geez.
Right? This douchebag.
Australian influencer.
Let's play a game. Why don't you go home?
Oh, God.
Or why don't you put more lipstick on mirrors?
We can do
Lame.
it. And so then was that the entire episode, really?
Pretty much. Yeah, they're off to Spain next week. Yeah, it was weird that we got the mid-season trailer and then they shot the reunion today.
Yeah.
So, like, how many more episodes are there left? Like 6 or so?
Yeah, probably.
It seems very early to be shooting, but again, maybe I was saying to you, and he's like, I'm going on vacation, so we need to like wrap this up.
Right. No, I mean, maybe they know already because, what's happened. It's not like they haven't already finished shooting the show. I mean,
right.
So they're just getting the reunion done.
That's true. So yeah, I changed the board to reflect the accurate seating chart for reunion. I find it very surprising, as I told you, that Stephanie is in first chair. So a ton must happen in these next episodes before the finale, because a newbie getting first chair, I've not seen that since recently, since Monica. You could say Shamia, but really Shamia was a friend of, so I don't count that because she's been in the show in some capacity for quite some time, as opposed to like just like brand new. That was Monica, and she deserved first chair. So Stephanie must really pull her weight to deserve first chair.
Right. And
I thought it was going to be great.
And the only other thing that I pointed out to you is that everyone's sitting across from their kind of nemesis of the season.
Right.
So this does probably make it easier to film and gives them kind of like that
eye line,
that head-to-head kind of face-off situation. So that way they can be sitting across and be like, I don't like you. Sort of things.
That's true.
Yeah. What I found interesting is that Alexia is to Andy's left, because I always consider that second chair. That to Andy's right is true first chair.
They're both first chairs.
No, not in my mind. I feel like
that's weird.
The couch on Andy's right is the first couch, and the couch on Andy's left is the second couch. So I know what you're saying, but you also have to know what I'm saying.
I know
like where Kyle sits is number one seat.
But Kyle, it flips. Sometimes she's on either side.
As long as I've been watching, she's been
No. Honey, as long as I've been watching, which would be season 1.
I'm saying
That's not
if
correct.
she sat on the other side, it's been a few years. That's what I'm saying.
No, it flips because they don't want a repeat of like the last year. So yes, we're talking about this most recent reunion and the one before. She was to like his right hand. But I've seen her season 9. She was on the other side. 10 was a COVID reunion. So
I'm just saying, I feel like it's the same way that like the chair closest to Andy on Watch What Happens Live is like the first chair.
Well, yes, obviously that's because that. You hold on to that. That's fine.
You're gonna patronize me.
That's fine. But yeah, it makes sense that Alexia is up there. Everyone else, does go along with their rival, and then putting the friends at the end, Kiki and Marysol and Adriana. So,
I don't like when that seating chart they put out on social media is lopsided. It bothers the hell out of me.
Well, you can't. There's
I know, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, they could at least just put the friends at the bottom, just like kind of, they're at the end of one of the couches. You'll figure it out. It doesn't matter. They're friends.
They'll like rotate.
Yeah. We're going to bring them out eventually and make them go away. Or maybe not.
Well, I remember like with Potomac when like freaking, what's her name, like left mid-reunion and they bumped up Wendy to first chair.
Oh, yeah.
When Mia left.
Oh, yeah,
that was so weird.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Do you remember on Beverly Hills when Sutton went off to the hospital?
Oh, and then
Crystal had her one and only chance in first chair and one only in last
first and
chance.
last. Yeah. She screwed up real quick. She's like, come on, Anna Marie, let's go.
I think we did Miami some justice.
Yeah.
And I guess we got to go watch some Orange County.
Yes.
We got to come up here and record that in a few minutes.
Yes.
So when we say until next time, we mean another few minutes.
Yes.
So until next time.
Until next time.